Our final storyteller is a lake in its deepest form. Her personality invites people in. We see ourselves mirrored in her waters. She is still but not stagnant, quiet yet present. Welcome, Never Give In to the Undercurrent by Ruby Haughton Pitts.
So how many swimmers do I have out here today?
Never
I love it. So you'll understand what I mean when I say give in to the undercurrent. So you see, this lake effect thing was kind of new to me. You know, water so deep that you can't see, and that you can look for miles and never see the other shore. Is that Michigan over there? A lot of us don't know. So you can imagine my concern when I heard about what Lake Michigan was doing. What Lake Michigan was doing, devouring men, women, and children. So now you see, I'm a swimmer, and I taught swimming, and my children learned to swim before they could walk. So you know how frightening it was for me to hear that we were losing so many people in Lake Michigan every single year. So here's my story. So my first foray into Lake Michigan was a special date with a special man. And we went to the store and we picked up wine and treats. And then we drove down Lake Michigan with the sunroof open. Ooh, it was a beautiful day. Gorgeous. And we got to the boat. It was a boat ride. And we met our captain when we boarded the boat. And I had some little reservations going on in my head. You know, I'd never been on an inland sea. Could Lake Michigan take me under? So I was a little bit scared, but it was a special date. So the boat went out. It was gorgeous. I had sun on my face, little wind, not big wind like what we've been having here lately. And I was pretty excited about the whole thing until I turned around and I looked, expecting to see Chicago's beautiful skyline. Y'all, it was gone. We were out in the middle of nowhere. And the captain dropped the anchor and said, "Who's ready to swim?" So he was all excited. So my special date jumped in the water, and I'm standing there thinking, what? But I went ahead and did a little dive, got in the water. So we swam and played with water toys and played with each other for a little while. And then I was laying there on my back, and I had forgotten about my fears and everything about an hour in the water. It was so luscious and warm. I couldn't believe it because I had anticipated that it was going to be cold water. So the captain then said, "Come on, get back in the boat." We climbed up the back of the boat and wrapped ourselves in warm, fluffy towels. And we sat there. And my special date popped the cork on a bottle of Pinot Noir. Woo! Can you just smell that wine right now? I could. And then we opened up the snacks. And we had conversation about everything from politics, and oh God, no, not the politics of today. It was a while back. We talked about life. We talked about love. It was a glorious day. And then the captain said, "Come on, let's pack up." So we started putting everything away. And I got to thinking, there are so many people here in Chicago that have never seen Lake Michigan, never enjoyed her, won't let your children learn how to swim, to be able to enjoy that. And I thought, what a shame. And it was true. When I lived in Oregon and we jetted up and down the Willamette and the Columbia rivers, I met people that had never seen either of those rivers. So what it said to me was this: the lake and these great bodies of water are like your life power. They can either take you under and take you away from your goals and your desires in this life, or they can propel you forward so that you can do great things and have wonderful experiences with the ebbs and flows of life. So people, I just got one question for you today. Are you going to be a swimmer, or are you going to give in to the undercurrent? Thank you.